Welcome to Friday Fails. ...
But why?
Episode 15. Here we go.
That was weird.
Wow.
I like it. It was weird.
What's up? I'm Jason.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Cody.
Oh man, another weird one.
Are you ready, Cody?
I'm ready.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird this morning. We're shooting this in the
Creepy.
morning, we're usually shooting in the afternoon. These guys got extra weird on me.
I don't know what time it is.
But I'm telling them.
It could be any time.
No, but I'm telling them what time it is.
It's game time.
We literally have 3 different shirts on. This is good for merch.
Oh, I'm wearing the
It
new
seems like we
shit.
have a lot. Thank you, Robert Etchinson. Is that how you pronounce his last
That's
name?
it.
I hope it
Etch.
is.
To me.
He goes by
He
Etch.
came here all the way from San Diego, California. We got him some swag, some sweatshirts, all this stuff that's, you know, useless till next winter. And then he decided to donate a mic for our live videos.
Ah, super nice.
No more wind noise.
For the cell phone. So it would be like this, basically. The
Yes.
mic will go on top of the cell phone and it'll be less echoey and windy. So thank you. He's one of our awesome Patreon supporters.
Yes.
And if you guys would like to become that and send us cool stuff, we would definitely not have our feelings hurt. The link is down below for that.
Absolutely. Patreon link. We also have, you can't really see it, but hopefully this audio sounds better. It's our first time doing it with a new mic. Your support is always super appreciated. So we are sorry if you were following the Friday Fails. We are back at it. We're gonna make some more for you coming up here. Friday Fails, always a chance for us to learn from your mistakes. So if you do have a mistake or anything that you want to get featured in one of the episodes, in one of the upcoming episodes, I have a new email, mxffails@gmail.com. Thank you, by the way, for whoever sent me how to make emails and everything like that. I didn't do it yet. Obviously, I got a little lazy and just made a different Gmail, but mxffails@gmail.com. But I do appreciate that advice for you guys who are sending emails in and telling us how to do things better, because it seriously helps. Anyway.
Hit the play button.
Number 1.
This video is from Jacob Lowe. He's from Australia. He was going through a good old slippery slide over a berm. Fortunately, he didn't have any broken bones. Pretty sure the cause was a serious case of whiskey throttle. We'll be the judge of that. And yeah, let's just watch it.
He's still a bit fresh on the dirt bike scene.
Yeah, he's new.
He's wondering,
like most of us.
He's wondering if we could help him. Oh yeah.
We can help you.
Let's help.
Yeah. All right.
All right, here we go. Let's watch. Whoa. Oh. Wow. Wow.
Double shot of whiskey throttle right there.
Wow. I gotta watch that again. Feet came off.
Oh.
Okay. Don't do that again.
Dude, he's high speeding over that berm. Oh goodness.
Holy.
Oh,
So your feet came off, it looks like in the air, and you landed with your feet off. Yeah, his feet were off when he landed. He wasn't squeezing the bike on the takeoff of the jump. Yeah, so if you could pause it. Yeah, you see his feet back behind the pegs? It looks like he got bucked up. Like he got bucked up.
Yeah, like the
Oh yeah, he's got some weird.
Oh, he's floating right there. That's a terrible feeling when you're just floating.
And
Yeah.
he's off the back of the bike.
So he probably just misses the foot peg. Oh yeah, his feet.
Oh, look how far.
Oh, he totally missed it.
One thing I see just looking at the video pause right here, right at the landing, and he's pointed off the track already. You always lead with your head and your neck and your eyes. So just pointing in the direction you want to go when you're jumping is going to help. He could have just slid out in that berm rather than a whiskey throttle all the way over the berm, you know? So
that's
always
one.
lead.
Lead with your head.
Leave with his head. His head's in his bars right now.
Yeah.
He was just way too far back. He landed. He got his foot pegs off in the air. Didn't squeeze his knees, got his foot pegs off in the air, and then when he landed, all of his weight came back, which he held on for dear life, which is a good thing, and then automatically that just gives him a bunch of throttle.
Okay, so that was like 6 things. Thanks for
Well,
taking
how's
all
that
of
too?
mine.
That's like,
I think
that's
it
go.
started on
What
the
were you gonna
jump
say?
tips.
I was gonna say everything you said.
Because I have the power to edit, so I'm either gonna make mine
So
sound
here-
the smartest and best, or I can
No,
make
don't
it
do that.
sound the smartest.
I know he's been doing that. He's been doing that. I'm really the smart, best one.
I'm smart, you're dumb.
So elbows are down, way down. Okay, he's not leading with his upper body over the front of the bike. You've got to watch your how to jump video and make sure you're in balance with the bike, because it was just a matter of you not being in balance with the bike, which put a lot of pressure on your lower body, which made you squat and kind of collapse on the face, which gave you the buck, which you can see here. Your back you know, your butt's kind of high up off the seat. And then front wheel's kind of high, which is okay because the landing's pretty mellow. But when you landed, you just weren't ready to move with the bike moved without you. And then that also made you collapse. I think you don't jump jumps that big for a while. Like just find a jump that's half that size and perfect it. Move forward from there. The moral of the story is make sure that your on ground, flat ground technique is perfect with your power forward, brake back, which you hear us talk about a lot. That way you're in balance from the bike when you're going up the face of jump. Know that the power forward is exaggerated when you're on an incline. So if you think you're in the right spot, it's likely that you need to get a little further over the front to make sure the bike floats up underneath you. The bike should really be meeting you in the air. You shouldn't be trying to catch up to it, which is kind of what I think maybe happened here.
What he said.
Yep.
I talk.
Sorry, Jordan.
I talk too much.
He talks too much. And I
talks
guarantee in about 2 seconds he's gonna be like, you talk too much, you talk too much. He's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna say, but you can edit that out.
Guys,
Make him look good.
Guys, I'm feeling some hostility here.
It is very
I'm
hostile.
feeling uncomfortable.
I feel good.
But props to whoever was videoing it. I don't know if it was you, Jacob, who was videoing it, but at least you got it through the crash. You didn't stop, like pull it down when you saw him start to crash.
That's a new generation. They mainly care
No
about.
hesitation whatsoever. with
you
the
just
video.
kept it on there.
Old generation's like throwing the phone, checking on their body. New generation's like, oh, we're getting famous.
We got this, we got this. This was Nick from Germany, and this is a crash from last November.
Oh, no,
Oh, wow.
Nick.
Oh my gosh. External fixtators.
Where's the crash to
Here's
this?
my mic stand right in
Oh,
his leg.
jeez.
I'll show you.
That's some hardware right there.
Good
track, yeah.
there.
Oh. Did he
that's
just
from Germany, by the
OJ?
way.
He just
Yeah.
OJ'd it and blew himself out,
So
huh?
watch this.
Foot flipped off the peg. Oh, did his feet stay on the peg? No, it stayed on. He just landed the hardest way
He just
possible.
overjumped the heck out of that
He
thing.
landed both wheels at the same time.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's a
Ouch.
sweet
I
track,
feel
though.
that.
What could he have done different?
Landed with his, he could have landed
Obviously
in the
not.
sweet spot of the jump, but
Yeah.
anytime you're over jumping, especially kind of stuff like that, you want to land back wheel first. I think, in my personal opinion, and this other people could argue this, but I think when you're casing something that pops you up and then you're coming down, kind of like a, call it a floater, it's better to case front wheel first if you're casing on top of the jump. I think that if you're going long, it's always better to go back wheel first. So you go back wheel, body, front wheel, so you kind of get the three. But you just took basically all this load in your legs because it hit at the same time, which is gonna take, I don't know the science behind it, but it's definitely the hardest way to hit. I don't want to watch this one anymore. Nick,
Anyway,
we're glad you're better.
Nick, last November you should be all healed up.
Man,
by
look
then.
at those pain medicine, they make you
Yeah,
happy.
he's
Dude. He's
feeling
like,
good.
hey man, hey
It's
look,
all good.
we'll be back. Tell my fans.
All right, greetings from Latvia.
Not aware of such country.
Do you know where Latvia is?
Not sure. Maybe
Yeah,
we
I
should
know
look
where
on
it's at.
Google
Where?
Maps.
It's right over there, around the corner.
Right around Hudson Bay. From Latvia, most of you are probably not aware of such a country. You can Google Maps if you can.
Are we really gonna Google Maps?
We're going to Google Maps. It's happening.
over there and
Oh
You
yeah.
just said over
right
there.
over by Poland.
Estonia.
Yeah,
Oh, he's by
Stockholm.
Belarus.
Lithuania.
I know people from Belarus.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
so it's like
Yeah,
North
this is
Europe.
great.
Got you.
Cool,
Okay.
man. Seems cold.
But you have at least 2 fans from this tiny country. Guys,
That was a
2 fans in Latvia. We made it.
We did make it. I don't know
made
where
it.
we made it.
We made
I don't
it.
know where we made it. Usually I ride in the woods, but I've been on a track a few times only. I rode this track for the first time, and obviously I did something wrong, as you can see in the video. Our tours,
Come on, Archers.
there's 2 fails.
Oh, nice and clear.
Absolutely beautiful video.
Must be a 7, huh? It's smooth. One fail.
Sweet bike. Oh.
Ooh, front end wash.
Looks silty.
Yeah, man. That was okay. So, planted suspension is the most traction that you'll have. So when you case that jump, you bounce down, the front end bounce back up, and then you're leading to that turn. I'm assuming the upper body, even if it was just a little bit, it's going towards that turn, right? You're just leading your upper body towards the turn likely, which is why the bike wash out to the right-hand side, or the front wheel wash out to the right. So when you hit, the bike, the front end rebounded, it came back down, you were leading the other way, it hit that silty sand and just washed out. And there could have been an edge under that sand that on the hard pack that you don't see or don't know, and you could do it the same way 100 more times and never wash front end out. You know, little edges make a big difference, so it's really nice to, one, get your jump dialed in, that way the suspension stays planted all the way to the turn on the throttle, and then into braking, that's gonna be the most you know, the best way to get traction and avoid the front end wash. The more right you go on the straightaway, the sandier it looks too. So
It's probably super awesome dirt when that's all prepped and moist.
and the guys on the road have got a good show, so you go start charging for this.
This may be later in the moto. Rough day.
This track is sweet.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Oh,
it's
Oh
like
my
the same
gosh.
thing.
started from the jump.
Oh, he got hit.
My
Knocked
gosh.
his goggles off.
Holy
That was
that
nasty.
natty.
That was nasty. Right there, cross-threaded a little bit.
Yeah, crossroad. He hit the only rut in the whole face.
Oh!
Hit his helmet. Hit his helmet.
This is like he's like, okay, I'm fine. Go!
Like Carmichael. Remember when Carmichael got hit in the whoops?
That was awful.
You alright? Yeah,
That was
man,
pretty
you just about
awful.
took my head off. We
That's
could
pretty
solve
hard,
this
right.
just by purely,
I think
when in doubt, commit.
Oh, right, you're
I
going
think
the other
there's
way
a
with
lot more than that, though. I think that stems from basic body position and being on the balls of the feet and having that flexion with your first contact point on the bike, allowing your heels to drop, having your hips unlocked, and powering out of that too.
This is like a silty, dry day. Obviously, maybe it was like, there's some ruts on this thing, right? Like, so there's hard ruts kind of covered in silt. So I'm assuming that's actually a pretty hard rut. That may be what thrown him off at first, because if you kind of see it, like, right at the end, he kind of just like a little bit of turn.
And he's short jumping a little bit.
Now,
And
he's
people don't
already leaning over to the right.
So if you were to go another 3 feet further and get to the sweet spot of that landing and land
Yeah.
on the gas, even if you were sideways, it would drive
Yeah.
out. So I think in both scenarios where you cased a little bit is where it really went wrong. I mean, we can't see your technique, but I'm sure there's some stuff that could improve with that. But what I will say, when you're dealing with jump faces like this, 90% of the people, 95% of the people are jumping a little sideways. Even the pros, they're coming off a little sideways. They're just jumping further and they're committed to the landing and driving through, and the bike straightens out when it lands. I mean, there's no way to jump jumps like this without the bike moving around a little bit in the air. It's almost impossible.
But, gosh, I hope you're okay.
Hesitation's a killer.
Well, Suzuki's are too.
He just fell out of the sky.
New goggles. We
Oh,
got a
yeah,
giveaway
yeah.
coming up.
You know it's serious
Oh.
when the goggles get blown off in the crash. Like, that's
bad,
no
man.
joke.
That was bad. All right, Kenny Barnish. This is Ken saying hi to all the MX Factory workers out there. Well, all right.
Yeah,
Kenny!
Really
Hey,
hope you
Kenny.
enjoy what you guys have been doing. Enjoy what you guys have been doing. I've learned a lot from you in just one of your riding. I found the channel helpful when I was looking to learn better habits. I have pretty bad arm pump, could not pull the hand off the throttle. My question is, what should I have done? Should I bailed off the bike? All I did was push the bar so it wouldn't crush me on the landing.
Man, that sounds like I don't want to watch
Sounds
it.
serious already.
There we go, Kenny.
All right, here we go.
Let's see where it starts.
Okay, with
I think he kind of fell off the back of
you
the
gotta
bike.
love that. You gotta love that. Woo! I'm
Yeah.
alive. That's what that means.
Dang, his bike's far away from him. So what do we
Look
got
at
going
that
on
speed
here?
all forward on the pegs.
That's what I was thinking too.
You could pause it like when he's in the air and just
Where?
look at his foot position. Just remember, everything starts from your feet. So that right foot's real far forward, which lets us know that your hips are way behind your heels.
Far
You
forward
don't-
as in he's on, probably the peg is on the center of his.
Maybe even further. Look, you can't
Maybe
even see his
far-
brake.
That
Yeah,
is
he's
true.
nearly on his heels.
Yeah, so he's-
not on the balls of your feet.
Yeah, and look at those hands. You can just tell. Look at those. I don't know if you got elbow pads on, but your arms look like they're about to bust out of your sleeves.
Yeah, those forearms look pumped, man. Looking at him right before the landing, feet are super far forward. Obviously, being on the balls of your feet, it all starts from the footwork. That's gonna allow you to squeeze the bike properly with your legs, be connected with the bike. It looks like he fell right off the back of the bike right when he landed. Gave her a big old handful of throttle there. And that's where the crash really initiated, was right on the landing. And just listening to the bike, you land and you're right in the meat of the power, so maybe being a gear higher, I'm thinking you were probably in third gear. That sounds like a YZ252 stroke. Might have been a fourth gear jump, kind of smooth out that power delivery just a bit. I think it's a big misconception on two strokes that you have to ride like right way up high in the power band the whole time, and and really the bike doesn't work well that way on most parts of the track.
Yeah.
I agree.
I
But
agree.
your question is, should you have jumped off or should you have stayed on?
Yeah.
You were pretty leaned over. It is like you were going down whether you're holding on or not. I don't ever bail. I never have, just don't have it in me to bail, because there is always that small chance that you can save it. I think the only time you should really bail if the bike is like, if you're basically underneath it on an endo, right? Like if there's any glimpse or hope that you could save it, I say stay on and you know, pray for a higher power. to save you there. But yeah, I think in this case, letting go is probably okay, but you don't want to get in that, you know, bad habit of letting the bike go.
All right, Aiden Willis, KX125 crash. My buddy went for a bit of a tumble last week and figured you guys could react to it on YouTube.
Man, hey, beautiful. Where is this at? I want to go there.
We'll go ahead and try
Look at those trees.
This is gorgeous.
Oh,
slow-mo.
The old bar hump.
Liking it.
What are you trying to do? Jump to manual?
Jeez. Rip the handlebars right out of his hands.
belly.
No, don't catch the bar.
Did you make it over?
Oh, I don't think he did. I
That's a
think he caught
nasty one there. That's why you always have good grips on your
maybe
bike.
getting a little lean down. Wow. Okay.
Oh, he just pulled.
Yeah.
Pulled and
definitely a pretty.
He jumped it like a 20-inch BMX bike.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty rough coming up to that jump.
You never want to break at the knees like that.
Or pull the bars to your hips. That's not a situation you want to be in. So
No,
I'm gonna go on this one just a
smarty
couple
pants.
things real quick. First off, when you came up through the face of the jump, your head was behind your heels. You weren't leading with your head. Your head's even maybe behind the foot peg. So your weight is just initiating going backwards, right? And then on top of that, you pulled the handlebars to your hips. Okay, two big no-nos because there's, you know, you're pushing the front end away when your head comes back, and then when you're pulling it, you're exaggerating that even more. So make sure you get your hips back, head forward. That way you're weighting the bike evenly and the bike's floating, you know, kind of flat underneath you. And then also another thing that would really help if you're gonna be out in wherever you are, in places like this where you're finding, you know, cool jumps and you know, whatever. I seems like another face over here, like where you're getting creative. You wanna have really good bike control in the air, and that starts with being able to control it, getting the front end up out of trouble, getting the front end down out of trouble. So learning how to hit your back brake in the air, knowing, you know, how to panic grab and make sure the RPMs are correct to get the front end up. Before you go launching, you know, 60-foot jumps in the backcountry, it's nice to have those things in your toolbox down pat, because if you were in decent position, the front end came up, you just hit the back brake, float the front end down, land right down the downside, go on, have a good day with your buddy. But since you weren't fluent in that, or at least comfortable with it, you just pulled to your hips and there was nothing you could do, and when the back tire hit, it just pulled the handlebars out of your hand. So my opinion is work on your brake tap, but first and foremost, work on jumping in the right position. And we have a video, we'll post a how to jump video.
All kinds of jumping
Can't
videos.
we just do it where it goes and pops in? I always see that on people's work, pops in up in the top right corner, like, oh, look
Yeah,
up there.
but that's here. Like you're not in that corner, we're in this corner.
Oh yeah, it's over here, in this corner over here. Or over that corner, I don't know.
Could you have pulled that out? Like, did he let go or did he get it just yanked?
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
force
Yeah,
of the
yanked
bike just ripped the
yanked
bars
them.
right out of his hands.
Grip strength training
But
video,
hey,
we need one of those.
You gotta have good
I feel like
grips.
he could have I feel like he could have hung on. I feel like you could, another person in a different situation, like you could hang on to that.
Probably.
I'm gonna rip it out. I mean, it's obviously a little
definitely landed
force,
with
but
the front
it's
wheel
not a
real
grip
high.
strength. But yeah, that was good. And it was a pretty rough, rough entrance to that jump. I feel like he didn't get it super.
Heels are dropped, the
bad,
knees
but-
just aren't far enough back, and the hips aren't far enough back, the
Yeah.
head's too high.
Yeah. But super pretty place to ride. All right, last one here. Matthew Denek, you sent me you sent me a lot of fails, which I super appreciate, by the way, but they weren't all exactly fails. But we're just gonna do one that I thought particularly stood out.
Jeez Louise.
It's not actually even a fail, but it's really, it's
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh!
He's in the flames.
Hey, that was pretty cool.
They are.
Evil?
You guys, this is a couch. It took me a while to figure it
Oh,
out,
that's
but
a
it's
couch.
a couch.
Guys, don't inhale that.
Oh, by the
Don't
way,
inhale the smoke.
the title of this is third guy almost didn't make it. And here comes the third guy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's feeling the heat. He's feeling the heat.
You're gonna light your bike on fire.
Now, that's it, by the way. There's no landing. There's a landing right here. I don't know. There's nothing. But I just thought it was pretty actually funny.
Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. Just make sure you know how to jump before you jump over death-defying stunt fire.
Flaming
If
couch.
you don't have
Who's the
that,
stunt coordinator on this set?
that shit has been screenshot. I hope that's somebody's Facebook profile pic somewhere.
It is.
That's
It's
pretty
Satan,
epic.
Satan on a dirt bike.
He's trying. If you're gonna mess up a double, don't do it over a flaming
Can you
couch.
just imagine coming up to the face and just seeing flames? Like going, oh boy, here we go.
And now he's like, and now he just went, because he's about to security crash, and he just took out, he's got the whole black lung now, because he just took in all the black lung. Got the black lung pop.
I think I'm getting the black lung pop.
But so it's not really a fail, but it's
worth watching.
Close.
It's
close
pretty funny.
to it, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
All right, we'll end it on that one.
Yeah, we'll end it on that one.
Yeah, Mike. That was
Yeah,
good.
right.
Oh, we won't do that.
Oh man, yeah, everybody's like, oh, I hate your Australian accent. One guy
He said
that.
they liked his, and they didn't even do one.
Yeah, they said they didn't like
You gotta
mine,
keep
but
it
they
short
liked
and
yours.
sweet. You gotta keep it short and sweet.
But
Just
yours didn't. Crikey!
You know, just
No,
really
no,
easy,
no,
that's it.
Can't go. That's
Now
not
you're
right
making
there.
fun of the guy that got stung by the stingray.
No, I have a lot of respect for Steve.
Yeah,
Bro,
Steve's
he
a
didn't
man,
even
and his
change the
kids.
entire world.
His
Yeah,
kids
his kids
are
are just
awesome.
like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I love Australia.
I hope you enjoyed our Friday Fails episode 15. We've got more cool videos over here. You can check out our Patreon, subscribe, and our Instagram is putting out cool content all week from this guy. Check all that out. Click on the buttons. Thank you for watching.
you.
Oh, ow. Ow. Look at how red, I instantly got red.